Hi guys, I'm here with Chico. He is not pleased. But do you want to leave? Okay, goodbye. Go. Get out of here. Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. This channel is all about DIYs, recipes, and living a creative lifestyle. I am pleased to share with you another thrift flip video. In this video, I'm going to be flipping 3 items from the thrift store. I've incorporated a flat black in all of these flips because I've been really into that lately. I did keep the tones a little bit more neutral because I am trying to make things a little bit more cohesive and matchy-matchy in my house. Matchy-matchy? Okay. Anyways, I had a lot of fun with these flips and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content like this, it would mean the world to me if you subscribed. Okay, without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm going to start by showing you how I flipped this vase. My inspiration for this piece came from these dipped vases from West Elm, and I specifically really like the textured bottoms on these. I wanted to have 3 colors on this vase, so I started by taping out sections on the vase with some painter's tape, making sure to smooth the tape over with my fingers. I decided to spray paint the top a flat black color, and I used Beauty Tone matte spray paint for that. To prevent any paint drips, I used a steady back and forth motion when applying the spray paint. I didn't bother covering the bottom because I knew I was going to be painting over that. I did 2 coats of paint, and when it was completely dry, I lined the painter's tape with more tape on the inner side of the paint, if that makes sense, and I did that to keep the shape of the section intact. And I also made sure to smooth it over with my fingers before removing the other section of tape. I also completely covered the black paint to make sure I wouldn't get any of the other spray paint on it. And I did 3 coats of this Beauty Tone Creme de la Creme spray paint. As you can see, I did end up removing the bottom portion of the tape because I felt like a coat of this creamy white color would be a good base coat for the stone textured paint as well. After my coat was all dry, I retaped the bottom section using the corners as guides and repeated the same process as before. I used Rust-Oleum Accents Stone Textured Finish. I did make sure to apply the spray paint on in an even layer. After I applied my first coat, I did notice that there was a bit of separation happening, so I just let it dry completely before applying 2 more coats, which did the trick. So after that was completely dry, I removed all of the paper and tape, which was so satisfying. But I could already tell that it was going to need some touch-ups as I was removing it. I ended up using a little brush to paint on the spray paint on any edges that needed touching up. And then I used a flat black acrylic paint to brush the entire black portion to add a little bit of texture. I only use a little bit of black paint for this effect. When I was done that, I used a little bit of very fine sandpaper to sand the cream color. The camera didn't pick up the difference very well, but I basically just did this to match the textured look of the black paint, since this cream spray paint was more satin than matte. So this is how the vase turned out. I'm so happy with how this looks. I absolutely love the textured look on the bottom, and I love the color contrast between the black and the cream colors. It looks so good. Up next is this magazine holder that I picked up a few months ago. My inspiration for this piece is this ritzy black and rattan TV console. I started by removing all of the side panels, and then I used my micro sander to sand down the entire thing. I then used some caulking to cover up any nail holes or spots that needed some smoothing out. I used some acrylic flat black paint to paint the entire piece, and I ended up applying 2 coats. I wanted to replace the side panels with rattan cane webbing, so I ordered some natural cane off a local buyer on Etsy and soaked the material in lukewarm water for about 30 minutes. Before cutting it, I made sure I dabbed the excess water off of it. And then I used the magazine holder to measure and cut out 2 even pieces. After those were cut, I centered them and stapled them on. When I was doing this, I alternated between sides, making sure I was pulling the material taut before stapling. After that, I trimmed off any excess from the sides and the bottom, and I measured and cut out pieces of this pre-glued veneer edging to line the cane with. This was the first time I've ever worked with this stuff, and I really liked it. Since it's pre-glued, it just needs some heat for it to stick. I use my iron by gently gliding it over the edging, being careful not to get too close to the cane, and this stuff stuck on super well. I also wanted to line the black outer edges with the same edging for a seamless look, so I measured, cut, and painted 4 even pieces. After letting those dry completely, I ironed them on, and I used some paper towel on top to prevent any paint transfer onto my iron. I used some sandpaper to sand down any edges that needed touch-ups, and I used a glue gun to glue anything down that needed a little bit of extra securing. I also cut out any edges that were sticking out, and I used a little bit of paint to touch up any imperfections. And here is the final product. I am so happy with how this turned out. I absolutely love the texture and color contrast of this piece. My third and last flip is of this little lamp that looks like an oil lamp. When I bought it, it had no light bulb and it was extremely dusty. I started by thoroughly cleaning the entire thing. and then covering the top brass portion with some painter's tape and plastic wrap. And I also put the cord in a plastic bag to protect it while I spray painted it. I added 2 coats of flat black spray paint and let that dry completely. I picked up this really cool vintage looking light bulb at the hardware store, and I thought it would look really great on this. I know I didn't really do much to this piece, but the coat of paint and the new light bulb made such a difference. It looks like a completely different lamp now. The light bulb looks so great and I love the warmness of it. So that is it for today's thrift flips. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content like this, then let me know in the comments. You can subscribe if you'd like, and yeah, I hope you all have a really great day, and I'll see you all really soon. Ciao.